fellow WTC members, friends from business community, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First of all, on behalf of World Trade Center Taipei, I would like to thank WTCA for inviting me to speak at this important occasion. I also like to take this opportunity to celebrate WTCA Day together with you and honor the values of our network. WTCTaipei joined WTCA some 40 years ago. Over the years, WTCA has brought us together to strengthen our relationship, to facilitate our connections, and to empower our partnerships. So we're very pleased to be a part of WTCA family and look forward to continuing our growth in world trade with you. My topic for today is Digital Drives 3 New Normals of Trade Services. Ladies and gentlemen, in the post-pandemic era, we are facing new challenges of lifestyle and behavior, new lifestyle and behavior, because we are losing mobility because of the pandemic. So all of us need to have new lifestyles, new working models, like working from home or playing from home or educating from home. So we need to connect each other over the net. That's a very challenging job. And climate is also a very critical issue, particularly after the pandemic, how we handle it. And another thing is geopolitics, because of the confrontations between countries, so that high-rise walls have been built, how we handle this kind of situation. So let me cite a few of trends following. Strong presence in growing sector because of the mobility missing. Then we need to have computers. We need to have laptop computers, PC, connecting gear, and server to get us connected. And these kind of related products are in a very growing sector. And companies need to have direct connection to consumers. That's what people are talking about, direct to consumers model. And we need to collect data in order to understand clearly how customers think and their behaviors, to have more insight, so that to collect purpose-driven footprint is also an issue. And revisit agile supply chain relationship, that's related to geopolitics. And credibility on sustainability, that's about climate change. Well, all these have to be dealt with through digital tools. So digital transformation is the driver to drive post-pandemic era forward. Well, let's take retail trade, for example. For those offline companies, what I mean offline companies, meaning that they only offer offline services before the pandemic. Nowadays, they have to go online, either to do business online or to provide kind of communication channels with the consumers, to interact with the consumers. So that's online. And then if the company wants to have kind of online business transactions, then they have to enter into the area of electronic commerce. And if the company wants to engage in international trade, then cross-border electronic commerce business model is necessary, right? And let's take a look at some statistics, like electronic commerce in Asia Pacific actually tops the world. Well, Asia Pacific's e-commerce sales in 2020 accounting for 63% of global e-commerce sales. That's a very high percentage. And what about active economies in Asia Pacific? China accounting for 24%, which is number one in Asia Pacific in terms of electronic commerce. Taiwan with 17% of market share, ranked at number 2. South Korea, 16% of market share, ranked at number 3. Well, to cite some digital trends beyond 2020, statistics below shows the rapidly growing importance of digital marketing, social media, and e-commerce. Number 1, internet users in the world growing by 7.3% in 2020. Device ownership of mobile phone growing by 1.8%. And social media users growing by 13%. And daily time spent on the internet growing by 4%. And values of B2C e-commerce market, which is a very high percentage of growing by 25.7%. And expenditures on digital advertising in 2020 growing by 6.5%. Ladies and gentlemen, World Trade Center Taipei is running on its digital platform by the name of TaiwanTrade.com. We have a comprehensive online services which constitutes an ecosystem to provide our trade services to the customers. For example, we established our partnership with global or regional e-commerce platforms, so that our customers, if they want to engage in international trade, they can utilize these kind of platforms. We also have a mechanism, it's called Ideal Easy, for buyers to make small orders online and offer to sell mechanism and localized catalogs in 14 languages and the like, a lot of. And Taiwan Trade Mega Expo is the home of Taiwan Vivid VR pavilions across various industries on Taiwan Trade. At Taiwan Trade Mega Expo, clients can source with smooth virtual online one-on-one meetings to deepen sourcing queries. And Taiwan Trade VR pavilions, we have established very well-built VR pavilions. All of the digital contents are made in 3D form to sort of eye-catch all of the browsers. And we are also launching online exhibition templates for professional exhibition organizers to provide online fare to serve their exhibitors. Digital marketing services, digital health checkup, it's a one-by-one service in online and offline format, assists companies to self-check their digital capabilities and help them know where they are in digital capabilities. Training courses can be categorized into 3 areas, like digital contents, copywriting, pictures, videos, and digital marketing, SEO, Google Ads and channels, electronic commerce, and the like. Ladies and gentlemen, remember I said in my beginning of the presentation, I said we are facing 3 kinds of challenges. The first challenge is new life and behavior. We need to have digital solution to make us survive. Without any mobility, if you do not use this kind of technology, there's no way for us to survive. And climate change, in my presentation, because the time is not enough, very limited, I'm not able to touch upon it, but it's also very important. Climate change, we need to use ESG, environment, social governance, to make us sustainable. But what's behind ESG, very important, is digital tools. Digital transformation drives ESG forward. Next, geopolitics. As I said earlier, supply chain have been influenced, a lot of impacted by confrontations between countries, competition between countries. So companies need to consider to restructure their supply chain, to diversify their risks. So digital transformation is also sitting behind to help restructure. Ladies and gentlemen, the future is written in technology. And World Trade Center Taipei will be making every effort to narrow the gap between the world and to create the values through technology. Let's gear up together to usher in a new digital era. Thank you very much for your attention.